It's you and me, no place I'd rather be. Ding dong, hello, let's make this house a home.
Welcome to Spencer and Sarah's house.
Hello.
Hey.
How's it going?
It's good. Let's see. We're recording this a week after I've done my show, and
Yep.
that was really fun. So I'm kind of like, not recovering, like emotionally recovering from that in the sense of like I don't have a main project I'm focusing on anymore like that. I like woke up Monday morning being like, I feel empty. But it was good. It was very fun. I'm happy I did it. It was a great turnout. So yeah, that was good, and I'm doing well.
Nice.
Yeah.
I wish with all my heart that I could have been there to see you.
Yeah.
I'll just imagine it.
Yeah, I'll send you all the show photos.
Yeah, I saw you posted some. I want to share them
Yeah.
to our Instagram. I think I'm going to do that. If you're cool.
Ooh. Yeah, definitely. That'd be fun.
Hell yeah. Very good. No, I'm so
Hell
proud
yeah.
of you. Congratulations.
Thanks.
It did the thing.
I did the thing. It was really cool. And then I also got an email from them because we had to like work out like box office ticketing sales and like what my cut would be with the theater. And it like I've never had to deal with that before. And I was like, for a one night show, it made so much money that I was like, it was way more than I was expecting. And I was like, this is amazing. So that was really exciting. I was like, oh hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Making money
could-
after art? I live.
I was like, it's crazy how like feasible it is to potentially make a living over here off of theater and stuff. Like it's still hard. But it's like so much more doable, I think.
That's so cool. Wow.
Yeah.
I love that it's like a split system. I mean, I guess they want to pay artists anyway, but like I just never had to think about how that works.
Yeah. So there's a lot of, I think once I did like the math, like I think I still lost money just because of like things that I purchased for props and costumes and stuff that like I needed to like rebuy or buy a different type of. And then like paying the people that helped work on the show. But like even then I wasn't expecting anything in return anyway. Like, yeah,
Congrats.
thanks. Yeah. I feel like I think it's like exciting to talk about because I feel like that's a part of theater and putting on shows that like I never hear people talking about, where I'm like, I think we should share more about like box office sales, ticketing, splits, what are we making, what are we losing? It's just interesting to me. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's very cool.
Yeah. I love that. I'd love some more transparency, honestly.
Literally,
world.
yeah. It'd be great.
It'd be wonderful. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
good for you. That's great. You deserve to have this amazing opportunity, and you worked really hard, and the fact that you also got pay compensation is like cherry on top.
Yeah, definitely.
Very
Yeah.
good.
It's very fun. Yeah. How are you doing?
I'm okay. I am I am on the end of a 2-week illness, which I'm really mad about because I don't know if I've talked about it on here since I discovered this or not, but I was having these horrible like abdominal cramps for months. Like for sure, I feel like I was having them for sure on Valentine's Day, but I'd been complaining about them for longer before that. So I'm gonna safely say January.
Yeah.
I was like, what is going on? I don't understand. Like, it was so painful, like, unreal. Like, it felt like, I mean, I've never had it, but I felt like I was like, do I have like appendicitis? But it felt like that every day. Like, it was like so painful. Like, my right side, my lower left side, my, like, where I normally get period cramps, but I was like, this is not period cramps. I know it's not because I'm not on my period. And this is happening at a really weird time in my life, and I don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
I had gone to my doctor, and he was like, like, your birth control is known to like have weird things going on in your body. And I was like, okay. So she's like, just stop taking it and like let's see if that's what it is. And it took like 3 days before I was like, I feel great. I'm like, it's gone. It's done. Like,
yeah.
And like I did all this research, and so I was on like a estrogen progesterone It's estrogen and progestin combo for the first time. I've only really ever had progestin stuff, I believe.
Yeah.
I think, and like the type I had, like there's some studies that have been done where it's like it like elevates like a certain enzyme. Oh God, I'm not a doctor. I don't know. I'm not a scientist, but like from my understanding, it elevates certain things in your body to a heightened level where it causes like inflammation in your pancreas.
Oh.
And since I've stopped taking the birth control, I've felt worlds better. So, but then it was annoying because I got like 2 weeks maybe of feeling good again, and then I got so horribly sick with I don't know, the flu, some type of virus. It was so bad. I was like, I should have just taken the L and gotten the flu shot and been sick for a day or two because this blows. But I also don't know if it was the flu. So, but yeah. So now I'm feeling better. Just like a sore throat, a little bit, a cough, congested, and like my lymph nodes were all flaring up, and they're all kind of down now, except for one that's like hanging out of my collarbone. And it's like that scene from The Mummy where like you push it and it moves around. It's like one little, and I don't like that at all. But,
Yeah.
you know, I'm just trying to let the let it all calm down. I'm gonna get some blood work on Thursday just to like see if anything is still elevated and scary.
Nice.
Yeah, because the lymph nodes hung around for definitely 2 weeks, and I was like, I'm starting to panic now. So
yeah.
Except for this guy, he's new. He hasn't been here a week yet, but I'm not really a fan of him. I'd like him to go away.
That's fair.
Yeah, so I don't know, just more health stuff on my end. I'm very annoyed, and I'm getting on birth control this month. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just shocked that something like that could interact.
Yeah, it's interesting.
It just sucks. It just sucks.
Yeah. I'm like, why can't something, I don't know anything about anything that goes into the creation of birth control and who's behind it and all that stuff. But I'm like, why can't things be made that like ensure that our bodies will still be okay?
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Maybe.
Yeah, because even if I find one that like works again and doesn't like inflame my pancreas,
Yeah.
sometimes I still worry about like the long-term effects too, like doing these weird things to my hormones. But it's like, what else do I do? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's so frustrating.
Absolutely.
I'm annoyed. But yeah, so that's been my life lately.
Yeah.
So, but I'm feeling a lot better than I was a week ago, so that's good.
That's good.
Yeah. All right. Well, this episode we're just rambling.
Yeah, we are.
Ramble City.
Rambling.
I have a thing to ramble about.
Yeah.
I finished my audiobook. The Poppy War.
Oh. How's that?
I don't know. Here's the thing. I listened to an interview with her after I finished the book, and it made me feel better about the book. Reading the book made me feel like so angry. Then after the interview, I was like, am I not a critical thinker? Like, am I a bad reader? Like, I don't know. I think, because when I first finished it, I was like, I don't think I could do this whole series. But then after the interview, I was like, okay, I'm kind of in now. Like, I want it. Just went places I didn't think it was going to go, but, like, not in bad ways. But it was just like, I was like, what the fuck is going on? And it's split into 3 sections, and the third section's tone, oh my god, is, like, worlds apart. Like, it reads off like, this is another fantasy, like, military academy kind of book. But then it's like, now we're graduated from the academy, and it's war. We're in war. And you're like, oh shit, things are picking up.
Fuck.
And it's, like, intense, but nothing too graphic. And in the third section, there is a whole chapter where I just had to sit in my car and was like, it's worse because it's based off of, like, the real war between China and Japan. So
Mm.
it's like, you know, these things really did happen. And like, she talks about the decimation of this town
Mm.
and like the things that were done to the people. She
Mm.
did not hold back. She was just like, here it is suddenly in full detail after not doing this for the whole book. And you're just like, I feel ill. Like, I feel sick.
Yeah.
It was like a lot. And like, it's just interesting because I was trying so hard to be like, this female character, this like our main character, she's like not flawed. She's like, this is supposed to be like angry woman trying to break out of where she is in the world. But she just did so many things where I was like, I hate they're doing this. But then the whole interview was like talking about that, like how through the whole book she's like, I want to be a good soldier, I want to be a good, you know, member of society and blah blah, and the author's like, she's not though, like she's not, she's like making mistakes and like, you know, reconfiguring her worldview at all times. And I was like, you know what, you're right, but I'm mad I didn't, like, I couldn't step back from my emotions and like read the book critically. I feel like I was like, emotional about it all because I was just like, this is so rough and like we're in war and it's hard and like, you know, but it wasn't that. It was just like, it was a lot. It was unlike anything I have read. Just,
Okay.
like, really struggling. Yeah, but it was pretty good actually. I think I'm definitely gonna read the second one because I'm like, where do we go from here? Because the way the first book ended, I was like, oh my god, like this is like a crazy point B from our point A, like. Yeah.
How did we get here?
And it's like an interesting commentary too on like opioid addiction in a way also, because they use like opiates to like get to the spirit world and like commune with gods. Oftentimes it feels like I'm reading Inception in a way, like the way things are described. But you're also like, but is it just everyone's doing drugs? Like, what is the commentary here? Like, it's interesting, like all these different elements coming together. I don't know. I think it's worth the read.
Okay.
But just be warned because there's some graphic things in there. I was just like, I don't want anyone anywhere near me right now. Like, I was like, I need to be. Well, it was just a lot.
There, I see. Yeah.
But her other book, Yellowface, is really good. I liked that a lot.
Nice.
And that's one I started with. I think that's the other thing. I started with Yellowface and thought I knew what this author was like. And then this was like such a departure. So I was like, oh my god. Yeah, it was good. She's got really good writing style.
Nice. Yeah, I've been thinking about reading that at some point.
Yeah, definitely don't listen to it because, I mean, the audiobook was good. And the narrator was good, but like, I think I would have been able to deal better if I could control how I was reading it, as opposed to somebody just being like, and then this terrible thing happened, and then this person was tortured this way, blah blah blah, and I was like I was just sitting in my car like, yeah, this kid, it was good. It was good.
Nice.
Just intense, a lot.
Nice. Yeah, I just started reading a book called Circe by, I think, Madeline Miller, who wrote Son of Achilles.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's on my TBR list. I've read some. Song of Achilles. Is that it?
Oh, it is Song of Achilles. I've been saying Son of Achilles this whole time.
Son of a preacher man.
I haven't read that one yet. But I saw Circe in it in the bookshop, and I was like, I want to get this, and then to read that to get to know her style, and then I'll decide if I want to read Song of Achilles after, because I know I have to be emotionally prepared for that one. So.
Yeah, Circe's on my TBR. I read Song of Achilles first, and it's.
Yeah.
I don't want to say anything, but you need to read it.
Yeah, I'm like emotionally building myself up for it. I've been trying to read it for like the past year, and I'm like, I don't think I'm ready yet.
I love when a book is able to be like, hey, this story, you know how it's going to end, you know what is going to happen, but then I still forget, and when it happens at the end, you're just like, fuck.
Yeah.
Please. It's really good.
Nice.
I think that's like the last book I gave a 4 to. I've been kind of stingy lately.
Whoa.
I've never gone lower than a 3, but I feel like my standards have been set high because of certain books I've read lately.
Yeah. Nice. What would you rate a 5? Have you rated something a 5?
I think Jurassic Park I rated a 5.
Sure.
That's a biased opinion, though, because I love that franchise anyway, but the book is really, really good.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to go to my Goodreads. Have I rated anything a 5? I don't know. Let me see. Also, I'm 1 book ahead of my 2025 reading challenge.
Hell yeah.
No, I'm so proud of myself. Yeah, just let me go to my last year in books and see if I rated anything 5. Nope, my average rating was a 3.5 for last year.
Nice.
I honestly don't think I've rated anything a 5 in a really long time.
That's fair. What would make a book a 5?
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I rated Song of Achilles a 5, Night Circus a 5, Wrinkle in Time is a 5, and Hyperbole and a Half, the Ali Brosh book, that was also a 5 for me.
Nice.
It seems to me, I like when it's very clear from the beginning, I guess not from the beginning, but like it's very clear what the like overall takeaway is, you know, like Jurassic Park, it's like, we're not God, just because you can doesn't mean you should, like, and like Ali Brosh was all about like trying to be like, because it's kind of an autobiography, like, have you read that? You've read that, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, you know, just like mental health and like relatableness and whatnot, and like Wrinkle in Time, you know, it's like, even if you don't want it to be you, like, you're the one who's here, like, you are capable, and like this story is going to happen, but it's going to happen with you, kind of deal. I think I like when it's like a really clear message from the beginning and the book keeps that through line, but like I love when it's got like a good balance of like action and fantasy elements, and I like when it kind of paints a lot for you, like how do I say this? I like when I feel like I can picture exactly what's going on, but there's also a little bit of room for me to be like scared, or like surprised by what's about to be, and then I have to shift my thinking. Yeah, I think that's why I was so disappointed in more. I wasn't disappointed, I guess, but like More Than This was a really good book, and then it like took this weird side turn at the end where I was like, oh, this isn't where I thought we were gonna end up at all. I'm kind of sad, but like overall it was just so good because it was hitting all those points for me. But I rated it a 4 in the end because I was like, man, the end. Yeah. I don't know. What about you? What makes you rate something a 5?
I think I'm more, because I have like my own, I keep track of the books that I read in my own thing, not on Goodreads, and so I do rank a lot of things as 5s, like a lot of the Sarah J. Maas books, if not all of them, most of them. I can't have done all of them. Most of them at least are rated 5. So like for me, but like the things that would make it a 5 for me would be like active. So like I don't want to be sat there reading the description of what the front of a house looks like for 2 pages. I don't care. I'd rather just be like, I'm outside a house. Great. I know what a house looks like. I'll put it in my head. Thank you. I love when action's moving along. I love when there's a theme, a message that does carry throughout, like you said. Like I want there to be like just something important that like the character's going through or like the whole story is about. I think those are my big things. And then like for me, I love fantasy. So like fantasy stuff, and I mean it's always just a bonus when there's like romance and stuff like that.
I think it all comes down also to me too. Like there's just a feeling I get when I'm loving a book.
Yes.
And I can't always quite put my finger on like why, but it's like there's just like a certain internalized. Sorry, the cat's asleep on the couch and he's doing like little like.
Aww.
Yeah, there's just something in me that's like, oh, I'm so glad I read this book, you know?
Yeah, I want something that like if it consumes me and it consumes my whole brain, it's a 5 out of 5 for me.
Oh yeah. There was a book I read last summer. Is it called Iron Widow? Oh God.
Oh, was it the one about the woman and you go into the robot thingy?
Yes.
Yeah.
And that was like one of my first, I think probably one of my first forays into more sci-fi.
Mm.
And I remember getting to this certain part of the book, and I was on the beach. And sometimes it's hard for me to read on the beach because there's just like so much stimulation. But I remember I was literally like page, 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 page. Like I was like in it. And when I had that realization, I was like, damn, I'm really liking this book.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's like that feeling too. It's like when I can't put it down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just feel like I haven't felt that way in a while. Like I'm trying really hard. Like I liked like Akamath is good, but I feel like because we're reading it for Book Corner and the start and stop, I don't really realize how much I love it until we're done.
Yeah, yeah.
You know? But yeah, like lately I've just been finding it such a slog to get through books. Like I'm trying to finish Fourth Wing so bad. I don't even think I'm halfway through it. It's
Oh,
not
no.
bad. It's just like I just don't like anyone. Don't. I don't know. If you read it, let me know. Because I just don't know how to describe this weird, like, modern voice for a fantasy setting.
Yeah.
Like, even the dragons are sarcastic. And I'm like, I don't
Oh,
know what to think.
interesting. Yeah. Yeah, it's something I'm planning to read at some point. And I'm interested to see what my perspective is because I think you're not liking it as much, and there's people at my work that are like obsessed. And so I'm like, where am I gonna fall in this? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm interested to see your fall too. It's just weird because, like, I don't dislike it. Like, I come back to it, and the world is good, but it's just like the way it's written as if it could just easily have been set in modern times. Like the way
Yeah,
everyone talks to each other and the jokes they make and like I don't know how to describe. I can't describe it. It's
sure.
weird.
Yeah. There's the one of Sarah J. Maas's series, what's it called? Crescent City?
Yeah. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why it's called that now. I'm thinking about it. But yeah, that one. That takes place, it's like modern fantasy in those books. And it took me it the jump from like all the other books to that, I was like, what's happening? I was
Yeah.
like, what's going on? It is good, but it's like it's a weird shift to be like, okay, modern day, everyone has fucking cell phones, and also there's werewolves. Like, I'm like, okay, I guess both can be true. It's more Buffy Vampire Diaries style, I guess, than fantasy. Fantasy.
It's so hilarious. See, I don't know if I might mind it. I think my thing with Fourth Wing is like before I read it, it seemed like it was like dark fantasy. You know, it's a military
Oh.
college with dragons, like people are dying. It's like you might not survive college, blah blah. It's like all this stuff, and it's so light. Like there
Ah.
doesn't feel like there are really stakes, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And like when people die, it's not sad to me.
Sure.
It's like, okay, like
Yeah.
it was like burned so nonchalantly to death by a dragon, and everyone just joked about it. And I was like, okay,
Okay.
like I just don't get the danger quite yet, I guess.
Sure.
I don't know.
That's fair.
Yeah. But maybe I misunderstood what the book was going to be. So, because I
Mm.
mean, everyone loves it. Didn't the third one just come out or second one or something?
Yeah, the third one just came out.
That. And I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm trying to read that, and then I'm reading the first Mistborn. Or, I don't know if the whole series is called Mistborn, but Mistborn.
Yes.
Brady,
Yeah.
which I really like the writing for. He's got a really good author voice.
Nice. That's good.
Yeah, that's about it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Spencer and Sarah's House can be listened to on all podcast streaming platforms as well as watched on YouTube. You can find Spencer and Sarah on Instagram and TikTok at @SassHousePod, S-A-S HousePod. For bonus content like our Book Corner episodes, you can join our Patreon at patreon.com/SassHousePod. Thanks for listening and supporting us. Now back to the episode.
I've got a hot take on I've been playing Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
I can't wait to play it. I'm getting it for my birthday.
Oh, it's so good. And we can visit each other's islands, I think. Yes! This could be so fun.
Sarah and Spencer now have a gaming channel.
Yes! That'd be, hell yeah. I like try to remember what my history is with Hello Kitty, because I know younger I was more involved in the Hello Kitty world, but I think my sister was more into it and I was like just adjacent to it, so I knew about the world but not too much. And I had a Choco Cat blanket. That's all I was ever like involved in the Hello Kitty world, I think. And so a lot of these characters are like, I've seen them around, don't know much about them. Cinnamoroll, do you know much about Cinnamoroll?
Yeah, I do.
I can't stand him. I don't know anything about his background. All I know is my interactions with him on this island, and I don't think I like him.
Oh no! Wow, I can't wait to see what's going on.
It's not bad. I think I think because he seems to have anxiety, I guess, or like he's like very like, I'm really anxious, which is totally fine. I am too. All of us are. That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. But I think he just like is always like, what you doing? Involve me. Get me in this. And I'm like, my guy, chill.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
no one hates you. Everyone loves you. It's okay. He's just very, very like concerned.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
It's hilarious. I'm like he hasn't done anything. He hasn't done anything to me. I have no beef with him, but I'm also like, I just don't like your vibe, my guy.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Sanrio fandom is gonna come for you.
That's fair. I was like, I know my opinion is probably wrong and incorrect, but I was like, from my singular experience with this game, I'm like, not a fan.
No, it's okay. I think each of them have their own little quirks where you're just like,
Definitely, yeah.
Would I actually hang out with any of you?
So true.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of hot takes. So Brewer and I are watching Gilmore Girls. It is Brewer's first time watching Gilmore Girls. I've not watched it in a while. And like this time around, I'm Team Dean.
Yeah.
I'm shocked to be delivering this news. I think Jess is annoying. I can't stand him.
Yeah.
And it's funny too. So like, obviously when I've watched the show before, I'm like, why doesn't anyone just talk to each other? And there's like so many times where I'm like, wow, this thing this character has done or lied about is like stupid and shouldn't be happening. And maybe this is gonna sound like weird or whatever, but it's funny, like, since dating, and I've told Brewer this too, since dating Brewer and like how hard we work on communication and like stuff like that, now when I watch the show, I'm like, oh my god, I'm so bothered. Like, I'm bothered watching this show now. Like, I'm kind of like over it.
Yeah.
Which is like, I'm warring with because I love the show and it holds such a special place in my heart. But now that I'm seeing it like a year later and like all of my personal growth, I'm like, damn. Yeah. Like, I really love it for the small town charm, Emily Gilmore in Paris.
Yes.
And like later seasons Lorelai, because I feel like she gets a little better at some point. But otherwise, I'm just like, oh no. Like, and I'm sad. And
Don't
Luke,
worry.
obviously, watch it for Luke. He's very consistent.
Yeah. I think when you watch it again another time, you'll come right back around to it, I'm sure.
Well, if not, it's okay. I don't dislike the show. It's just like I feel like I see so many more flaws now.
Yes, yeah.
And the fact that I'm Team Dean is really shaking me to my core right now. Because we were talking about it, we're like, he is very possessive, which is annoying and is definitely pushing Rory away. But like
Yeah.
otherwise, what has he really done? Like,
Yeah.
exactly. You know? My only other gripe is that I feel like you have to strong arm him into anything with him.
Yes. I think
Like,
that's
yeah. Go ahead, yeah. 'Cause
he
you're
would
the
be
same.
he'd become very like complacent. Like that's the part where I'm like, ooh, you would stop putting in effort.
Then it's funny though, because I'm like, why are they together? Like, I don't think like they're nice people on their own. Bless you. I pass the seeds to the cat. But like, I just don't think they mesh well. It just makes sense, and like,
Yeah.
Jess is such a jerk. Like, why did they mesh? Now I'm just starting to question everything.
Yes. That's I just this weekend was sleeping over with my friend, and so we've been watching Gilmore Girls, and we've just got to the part we're actually right at the first part of Emily and Richard's vow renewal.
Oh my
So we
god, the
finished
100th episode.
Yeah, so we finished the first episode of that, and there's a connection I made today when I'm already Team Logan again. Like I'm like, oh nope, he's still like at least at up to now to this point, I'm like he has done nothing wrong. He's just trying to be fun and have like live his life, and I'm like I can't fault him for that. But she went up to him and asked him to dance, and he didn't. He got up and danced, and I was like, neither Dean or Jess would have done that. They would have said, no, I don't wanna. Dancing is stupid. And I'm like, this man. She said, do you want to dance? And he said yes. And I was like, there we go.
And it's wild. I'm like, I wonder if my mind's gonna change on him too, watching this through now, this time. Because I'm just like, I'm shocked. I'm honestly shocked. Because I'm so staunchly anti him. But I don't know anymore. I feel like I'm coming at this with new eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Sucks. Just sucks. I don't know.
I think it's also definitely because like Rory does lean towards the demographic of like upper class like intellectuals and like she leans towards that and she's drawn to that, so like I think he just fits.
And the boyfriend progression makes sense too because of that.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we just watched the episode where she's tutoring Jess and they get in the car crash.
Oh, yeah.
And Brewer's like, it's not that I don't like Jess, but like he just sucks. Like I don't like this, and like Dean doesn't deserve this, and like
yeah,
we're actually Team Rory in Paris right now. We keep being like, why can't these two get together?
Hell yeah.
It makes so much more sense. I was like, that's the one thing missing from Gilmore Girls. It's just not queer enough.
So true.
Also, I don't know if this is a hot take. I have one for this. I am not a Suki fan.
Oh, really?
I'm sorry. I just think she's like, most of the time she's okay, but like, there are some times where I just find it so, I don't know, like she just gets in her own way in a really strange way. Like,
yeah,
I'm trying to think of this specific time. I'm thinking like, because this happens a lot in the series, I feel like. I'm thinking, well, we also just watched the episode where like she was trying to, like she was like, oh, Emily, yeah, I'm gonna plan my wedding with you, and was like doing all this crazy stuff. Like, why don't her and Jackson talk about anything? Like when they did the Tisket to Tasket picnic basket episode, and she was like, oh, I hadn't thought about us living together at all, and like she's kind of Lorelai. And there's like that scene, what is it? Who? I don't know. Ruper's in the other room. I don't want to say anything and like spoil it. But I'm like trying to think what this context was, where she was just like, she immediately goes to like blaming Lorelai for like anything going wrong in her personal life. Where she's like, "What did you do?" Oh, like and I'm like, "Girl, let her get it out first." Like, I just like I don't know. There's sometimes where Suki just is like, I'm like, "Girl, what the fuck?"
That's fair.
Yeah, not being a girl's girl right now.
Yeah, I feel like there's like just enough of Suki in the show where I don't get annoyed, I guess.
Yeah.
Because, like, yeah.
I'm just being nitpicky because this is my 8 millionth watch.
So true. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. All right. What else? Anything else fun?
I can talk about the new webtoon I discovered, Asura.
Oh, yes. Okay, yes. You texted me about this. I have read the first 2 chapters, but I'm gonna have to go back and reread them because I have no fucking memory of what occurred. It's huge. There's so many ads for it. I see ads for it on Instagram now.
Yeah, that's what I saw. It was like advertised on Webtoon, and I was like, oh, I'll just check it out because I like what the art looks like. I was like, oh, this is cool. And then I was like, oh, this is also very queer. And I was like, oh, fuck yeah. It reminds me of like Lore Olympus in the way that it's like covering these themes, but it's like more about like queerness and like sexuality and gender identity as opposed to like mental health, but like that's in there too. But like covers these themes. It's just like so interesting. All the artwork is cool. Everyone is drawn so attractively, and I'm like, I just love looking at all these characters. It's great. And like the story is interesting too, but it's very focused on like everyone's relational dynamic between each person, which is really cool. I love it. And I caught up to the present day, and I was like, damn it. I can't. Now I have to wait every week.
I know. That's the worst. When you start Webtoon, you don't know how many chapters there are. God.
Yeah, that hurt.
Yeah. I'm still waiting for Castle Swimmer to come back, which is a crime. Please bring it back. Bring it back.
And Morgana and Oz
has been gone forever.
It's coming up to almost a year. And I'm like, I know that they're working on it. They're definitely like, they've made Instagram posts about it, kind of. But I'm like, please, just give it.
I have to reread it now because I honestly am like, what the fuck happened? And then what was the other one? Everything's Fine. That's not back yet either, is it?
Nope.
And I've been waiting for a new Heartstopper forever. Past the show. And,
yeah.
And I think I also was reading The Mafia Nanny, and I don't think that's back either, but that was so good too.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. The good news is, though, I'm not caught up on the croaking still, so I can buzz my way through that. Did you ever catch up with that?
I haven't caught up. I think it's been hard for me to get into it, and I don't know why. Like, I've got pretty far along, and then I was like, it's like not pulling me in as much, but I don't know why.
I agree with you. Once I feel like I got into it, I was like, okay, now I get it back. But I feel like it's kind of a slow burn with everything. Like, the plot, the lore, the characters. It takes a while to get into shit. And there's so much, like, bird racism with no context as to why. And then once you start getting the context, you're like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, why doesn't anyone like crows? I don't understand. And
yeah.
Once they get into the history of the world and whatnot, you're like, okay, now I'm
mm-hmm.
I have reason to be offended and mad for the crows now.
Sure. Yeah.
For them, because they're great.
Mm-hmm. Sub-Zero just came back from their break.
Man, I never could see. That's the one that I had a hard time getting into, but I would like to get into it. I gotta put behind.
I'm interested where it's gonna go. Like, it went from like very like relational to like big world things, and I was like, holy shit! And now it's like kind of, I don't know where it's gonna go now. I'm like, what's happening now? I don't know. It's pretty good.
Hell yeah. Okay. Yeah. We're so blessed with Webtoon. I swear to God, we're so lucky.
Yes. Also, Webtoon like had an update, so now when you open up the app, it doesn't glow bright green. It's like white, and then there's the green app. And I was like, thank God, because I feel like anytime I would open it on the train, it'd just be bright green. I'm like, no one look at this, please.
You're exposing me.
Please.
Oh, bless you. God, what do I want to say? You mentioned Lore Olympus. Oh, is she coming out with another comic? And if so, when? Because I would like it immediately, please. Thank you.
Yeah, one day.
I'm thinking about rereading Lore Olympus.
She's still releasing all of the physical novels. There's like 9. There's like 8 or 9 of them now. But I want to get those and then read those, because I think I have 3 of them.
Yeah, I think I have like the first 2 or 3, yeah. I just feel like there was a point in Lore Olympus where, like, I don't remember if she took a break or what, But there was a point where I was like, we're jumping to so many different backstories right now that when we got back to the main plot, I was like, what? Like, I was like so lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's like when it stopped being as linear and then went back to being linear, I was like, I don't remember any of the things they're talking about happening right now. So
I agree.
I kind of want to like reread it now that I'm not waiting every week, so I have a more like.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Man, that was such a good comic.
So good.
So good. And like a huge game changer. I feel like that was the reason I got onto Webtoon. Because that comic was so popular and then it just got bigger and bigger and
yeah.
More good stuff came out on Webtoon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's good.
I live.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I need Everything is Fine to come back really, really soon.
Literally, I don't even remember where we've left off. Like, that shit was insane.
Yeah. I don't either. Maybe now's a good time to just reread everything. I definitely want to reread Castle Swimmer because I'm dying without it.
Yeah. Absolutely. What I'm annoyed about with Castle Swimmer is that nothing has happened for so long. Like, in the sense of, like, they've been in that location for so long.
Mm-hmm.
And nothing has really changed from what I remember. I'm like, what are we doing? Let's keep it moving.
And we're not getting too much, like, lore. Because I'm like, I guess spoilers if you haven't read it, but you should. You got time. Like, why would they not want to help the whales? You know what I mean? If someone's like, I can wake the whales up, and you're just like, no. But why? Like, do you just want to keep taking care of their sleeping bodies for the rest of millennia? Like, I just don't understand like anyone's motives right now. So I'm just like, yeah. And I need more development too. Definitely. Yeah, I agree with you. We've been there way too long. We're not getting as much information dropped as we were. We're not having any action. Like, it's too lulled right now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Or at least like put me back in God, like let's go revisit Siren's family for a while. Or like what the fuck? What is that new kingdom they made? Like all the other.
Oh yeah.
That like is his name? What was the kid's name with the sword? Oh my god, it's been so long. Starts with E. I don't know. Whatever. He's there. I don't remember anybody's names. The queer crab is there with the the other person. So many good characters. Or all my favorites are there right now. Like, day in the life, please.
Something. Yeah.
And like, who's this killer whale guy? We still don't really know. Like, I'm just like,
yeah.
I'm upset.
Yeah. I think the only webtoon that's been so consistent for the longest time has been Down to Earth, and I'm really grateful I've been reading that because like every week there's something, and it's good.
Yeah, I gotta get back into that for sure. I kind of moved on to like one-offers. I don't know how else to say it. Like I'm reading the one. I can't remember what it's called right now, but it's like it's just like every episode is just like a little day in the life where it's like they're married, he's a vampire and she stayed a human, so now she's like a grandma.
I started reading that.
It's just so funny and like a good little like hilarious. God, I can't remember what it's called right now.
My vampire husband. My husband's
Probably.
a vampire, something like that.
But yeah, like I kind of have shifted more to stuff like that, where it's just kind of like
nice.
Get me through the day.
That's good.
Yeah, please, artists. I know it's probably so much fucking work, but I really need shit. Please. Thank you.
Yeah, we're annoyed because we love it.
Yeah. Yes. I know it's just coming from a place of love.
And addiction.
That too, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
But I'm not, because I love it. Please.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what do you say? Is that for this episode? This ramble-sode?
I think so. We got some good hot takes and good talks about webtoons. This is great.
Yeah. For real. I always wanted to say webkins.
Webkids.
Maybe we'll talk about Webkins in the next episode.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right, where were we?
Oh, I felt like we were on our couch.
Totally.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Great.
All right.
Well, we'll see you next week. And check out our Patreon for our book corner. And maybe some other things soon.
Yeah, and congrats to Sarah on her successful show.
Thanks. Okay, well, we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.